What about the freezing levels? This question comes up 26 and 27. What are the current freezing levels within the contiguous U.S.? Okay, there's always freezing levels. Back on the aviation weather site, there's a couple things you can do. Okay, on the standard briefing, is one way you can actually get the winds and temperatures aloft for 3 specific cities. Okay. The other thing that you can do is go look at the general wind directions and freezing levels on the ad site. So there's a couple different ways we can do this. Let's look at ads first, and we can go winds and temps. Okay. Well, one way to find out where the freezing level is, we'll select temperature on this chart, and we're going to go. Let's just start out with 9,000 feet. Okay. Well, where are the freezing levels? Well, this again is a tough question to kind of answer, but I want you to be able to describe it. What are the current freezing levels within the U.S.? Well, they vary. We've got these in this area that are varying from right at 9,000 feet, cutting down clear down into Texas. But look over Oregon and Nevada and California. It's well above that into 5 degrees. So when I ask this question, I would prefer that you pick a level like 9, 12, and say, well, in the U.S. right now, and this is the easiest way, probably the one I prefer, find the level where you've pretty much got the whole U.S. covered. Well, that's it right there at 12,000 feet. The only exception is down basically over Florida and parts of Georgia. So what are the current freezing levels in the U.S.? Well, there's always freezing levels, right? So we're going to say entire U.S. Freezing or colder above 12,000 feet, exception of Florida. Okay. That's sufficient. I can tell, all right, this person went in and they could see where the freezing level was. Obviously, at 12,000 feet over the northern plain states right now, it's pretty cold. It's minus 15 to minus 20. Now, the other thing you can do is go, as I mentioned, the standard brief. We can actually get the winds aloft forecast. If we go to the bottom portion of the page, we have winds and temps aloft by region. This will actually give you the freezing level, and this is what I want for question 27. I want you to find freezing levels for 3 cities in your region. Okay, so again, here's our area forecast region, Salt Lake City, and let's just pick 3 cities. Okay, so we're going to use, in this case, just for our purposes to keep it simple, we're going to use the first 3. Okay, you can pick, if you want to pick your hometown, that's fine. So we're gonna use this first one just for our purposes, so we don't have to do all of them. But you'll go through each one. We'll use Phoenix, PHX, Papa Hotel X-ray, and we'll find the freezing level. Where's the freezing level? Well, it's right around 12,000 feet, like we saw the other one. It's -1 at 12, 5 at 9, so we've got a spread of 6 there. So that's 6-degree spread across 3,000 feet. Okay, so it's about every 1,000 feet we lose 2 degrees. So about 11.5 is our freezing level over Phoenix. So you would give me, in this one, PHX 11,500. The reason I want the difference is I want you to be able to look at the entire U.S. on question 26 and get a general idea of what's happening with the freezing levels, how they're shaped, where the cold air masses are dropping down. And then with 27, I want you to be able to look specifically by city. Well, in this forecast region, there's quite some variance. If we go down here to Pueblo, we've got negative. Our freezing level is actually more like around 6,000. It's probably at the surface. If we go up to Boise, it's closer to about 9.5. You can see the differences. Sometimes of the years, these will vary dramatically. There's actually not much of a variation right now in these areas, but we can check those. Okay.